talking about the code, I have simply organized my folder structure with assets, CSS, and JavaScript. So index.html is my root file from where all the pages are being routed. And for this page, for banner, here is this that image which I was talking about. These are the images that are being shown in the banner, and this is the number section, and now going to the car section. This is the section for car, and I use JavaScript for showing the car. Talking about different pages, here are the pages. This is for about.html page, where I have used the header, that same header for that I have used in the root file, that is index.html, and there are other business information. For login page, I have used form. I have that simply here also same header, and I have form here that will login login for validation and other things. I have used JavaScript. This is my registration page where I have used registration, and the different thing is that I have used this small class for showing some errors. If validation failed, it will appear here. And source.html, I have simply one input type that will allow me to type, and onChange, I have used onChange method of JavaScript event handler that will trigger some JavaScript method like filter, and it will appear car. So seller page also has similar functionality, like it has one form that will trigger on submit of this form, and all the data that are entered here will go to the local storage. So going through JavaScript in main.js, I have first of all I have this neighbor menus. That neighbor menu some functionality, like in for responsive, I'm using hamburger icon that will help me to organize neighbor responsively. And this I was talking about, like for that banner images that are changing throughout some time. So for default data, I have used car list, different car list, and I pushed it into local storage. Through which I can show car without adding it initially. So if I have one function that will create a card that will use different data that I have already stored in local storage. For this, I have different other functions that will map through this car list and add to this create card. For registration, I have this function. This function will help me to register. I have used different validations. For example, if username and email equals to same, this can't be added. It will show error, which I previously shown, and the password can be more than 10 or 6 is more than 6. And if user is already existing, then it won't allow for the same user to exist. It will check through username and email, and username and email can't be repeated. So simply I have collected all those data from registration and pushed it into the users. That is user is simply that JSON data or array that I have I got from local storage. For login functionality, I have simply checked username and password. Here username and password, that is from the form. This value.trim will remove all the white spaces, and simply if username and password matches, then it will add user active session as an active session, that is user, and it will add to the local storage, and simply it will take us to the seller page. So for logout also, I have just simply remove that active session. Simply I have removed active session. That will help me to delete the user, and it will again take us to the index.html. And for render car, this is the actual function that will render cars. This will help me to render cars. And filter cars, for source I have used filter cars that will take value from the input, then it will simply use filter method, and sorry, that will use simply filter method, and does all this filtration work, and it will help to render cars. Simply this function will trigger create car, which we have previously looked, and I think that's all.